Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So NC State's offense will start this game off. Got it. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's... down marker there saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Ready up. Now on second down. Easy. Hustle, hustle. The give to the fullback. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
Moves. Wants to throw on first down. He fires it out to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Burt. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it behind the line. It's Burton. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looking for a block. It's Ogden. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again.
And he breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. Pocket starts to go, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with the clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get them.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Stanford going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
With the run on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Steps away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Goes to the option. The pitch. On the move is the 30. nothing but green ahead. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. Wide out in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, NC State!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their feet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll bring it back. It's Ogden. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Scanning the field, it's Hendricks. He'll throw it. This one's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's a flea flicker. Fires it down the seam. And it's caught inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
On the run, it's Hayes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looks as if NC State has a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They want to just keep throwing it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Back to throw, it's Hendricks. Looking to scramble. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, Davis.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Scrambling away. Going for 6. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll toss it to the left. At the 15, he's loose. Afterburner's coming. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Stanford quickly to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hayes. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Defense not showing press coverage. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Burton. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
And now on second down for this offense. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he's running in the open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. On the option. He'll toss it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll go to the fullback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. It's a reverse. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ready to fire from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Toner. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll try to get outside. Steamrolls his way ahead. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Now they'll try the right side. Jumped on top of the pile.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
NC State looking to convert the 4th down here. The option look. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, NC State! And the route is on. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, and you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Toner. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the stomping has commenced. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a top-5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great...
Pulls it in on the left. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Cardinal! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Pressure coming. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots, so you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, it's Burt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Power football with the run. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Hendricks. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quick handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense showing their...
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. It's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They go to the ground. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here we go. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He wants to pass it on second down. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Villa. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Caught over the middle, it's Kramer. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Here we go. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishments.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
The give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw. It's Hendricks. Get it out on the screen. No, he just flat ran over it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hobbs. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today.
Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over.
A little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Texas. We'll keep you up to speed if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense getting set for 1st down. Corner's going to give them room. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast.
He lofted high and deep down the left side.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go sell it.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over
running toward the tape. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Oh, he tosses it back. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.